Hi, welcome to the WD Warehouse. Today we're going to talk about hardened maple. After red and white oak, hardened maple is probably the most popular and most well-known of all hardwood flooring. It has got some great attributes to it. It's incredibly dense, it's incredibly hard, very durable. It's also beautiful in color. It's very white in color, very clear and uniform. We do some unusual grading, or some, I should say, unique grading with respect to our hard maple. One of the things that we do is that we grade our hard maple as premium white. And what that is a very clear piece of flooring with very small possible defects. And that might be, for example, if you can see this small mineral mark here on this piece of wood, you might get a mineral streak like that up to about an inch perhaps on a piece of flooring, but that's very rare. This piece I just pulled off the sample rack here, and it's a beautiful color, all white. You can see there's a little bit of a little bit of slight bird's eye in it. You might get a little bit of that, but typically we sell our bird's eye separately from our standard grades of hard maple. Some of the other grades that we do in hard maple, and I'm showing you these in our pre-finished versus our unfinished, just so that you can see the color and the texture of the wood with respects to the tonality and the different color variations. This is a piece of our conservation grade that would be fairly typical. Our conservation grade is a long length pre-finished product. We also do it in unfinished as well. And what we're doing here is actually, here's a small tight knot that we're actually filling, and then we're finishing the hardwood flooring with 9 coats of finish. It's a 9-step process. The thing that's unique about maple is that, for example, the Maple Flooring Manufacturers Association does not recognize maple that comes from below the 39th parallel. Now, that's important because to be considered northern hard maple. Lots of times manufacturers will call their product just maple, for example, but you're never quite sure if you're getting soft maple or if you're getting hard maple, particularly if that manufacturer is located in Appalachia or the South. It's very important that your hard maple come from the northern region. Now, Appalachia, which a lot of people don't know, runs all the way from the Tennessee Valley up through New York State. Anyway, that's just an aside in terms of regionality. So in terms of really premium hard maple, it's north of the 39th parallel, and typically comes from northern Wisconsin, Michigan, Vermont, and there's some in Maine as well, and of course Quebec and Canada also are famous for their hard maple as well. Here are some other pieces of conservation grade. The conservation grade will be varied. You will get pieces that are like this that have a small amount of heartwood in it and color variation. Now, typically, this would be this piece, for example, would be graded by the Maple Flooring Manufacturers Association as first grade. However, we put it in our conservation grade. Now, one other product that we do that's very unique in hard maple is we do something that we call mountain grade. What that is, it's a long length plank character floor. Every piece in the unfinished is between 6 and 8 foot. Every piece in the pre-finished is between 5 and 7 foot. And as you can see, it has varied color, but what's beautiful about this is that whether you have cherry kitchen cabinets or whether you have other tones within your space that you're putting the flooring, what you'll find is that the different hues within the maple will pick up all those different colors, whether it's white or the slight warm brownish color or the dark browns. And this is a fantastic character grade floor. And of course, what really makes it unique is the long length structure. The structure is very unique within the industry, but here's why it's important. When you have a plank floor and you have a lot of 1 and 2 foot pieces in it, the floor looks chopped up because you don't get a long linear plank look. Now, when you also combine that with a rustic, what you end up with is a very busy floor, because not only do you have the color variation of the planks, but you also have the small pieces breaking up that color variation and making the floor what I believe is too wild and too busy. Now that's just one piece of mountain grade. Now I thought I'd show you this as well. It's very, very representative of the mountain grade. This would be a sample board of our mountain grade, and the reason that I'm showing you this versus a plank is that so you can get an idea of what a larger space would look like with that color variation. It's a fantastic character grade floor. So if I was to characterize these floors in terms of their versatility in terms of design, I would say that the hard maple premium white is a very clean, contemporary look. The conservation grade, I would say, has a certain amount of casual elegance to it that makes it, unique. It's not as wild and it doesn't have as much character as the mountain grade, yet it utilizes a lot of the raw material of the wood and brings out the beautiful natural characteristics that are within the casual, more casual grades of the flooring. All of these products are available in FSC. They're also available from 1.5 to 7 inches wide, and across standard grades as well. And what I mean by that is second and better and third grade. Thank you, and thanks for taking the time and being inquisitive about our hardwood flooring.